Hey there, guys. It is Thursday at 4:30 p.m. and it is time for Parkour and Freerunning Level 3 Advanced Class. Okay, today I was really hoping somebody would be here, but nobody's here. So instead, oh, there he is. He just showed up. Connor, I was just crying because you weren't here. All right, Connor, what's up? How are you?
I hurt my shin, so I wasn't here for like.
Oh no. Is your shin okay now?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay, cool. So just so you know, the live stream just hasn't been working, so I'm gonna upload them later. So I don't know why that's not working. And I've already done my introduction and I've cried, but now I don't have to cry. I can be happy. All right, Connor. Well, have you done a warm-up yet?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, why don't we get started then? Did you have anything that you wanted to work on today?
I don't really know.
No, you don't really know? Okay. Let me look at my list because I had some ideas and I had one thing planned if you didn't show up. That wasn't going to be that exciting, but it could be exciting depending on where you have space to do it. So there's something called a gate vault, which I don't think you know yet.
Is it like?
It's not the flip.
Oh.
It's not a flip. It's a vault. Let me show you it, and then you can decide if you have somewhere you can practice it. And you'll probably get it really fast, okay? So basically the idea is you have like a railing to like, I don't know, like a deck or a walkway or something, and on the other side of the railing, there's a drop. Or you have a fence that's too tall to just do a normal vault over. Those are the two options. The problem with the fence is that sometimes your shirt can get caught on the top of the fence. So it really works best over those fences at baseball fields with the big yellow plastic things over the edge, because then your shirt can't get caught. But here's what it looks like. I'm going to have to move my couch really quick. Give me 1 sec. Okay, here's hoping I don't knock my couch over. So the gate vault, I might knock my couch over, so bear with me here. The gate vault is when you come up, you're going to put your hips on the object and you lean over it and you put your hands on the floor and then kick over. So that's the simple version over a couch. But basically, do you have anything that's like a wall that's kind of thin? Or no? Let's see.
Would that work?
No, it's going to be a little too short. All right. Well, we'll skip it, and I'll do a tutorial for it, and then we can. Sorry, I'm wasting time here. We'll skip it. We'll do a tutorial, and then you'll see what it is, and you can try it. You'll find some time, okay? So I'll let you know when I make that tutorial. So let me think. Things that Connor needs to work on. Have you done any corks today?
I did one, but it was kind of bad.
All right, well, let's start with some corks, and I'm going to look at my list, and then we'll try some things. Okay? Just remember to kick that leg, because I know that was the issue before. So, and then the thing with, if right now you're thinking that it might be bad because earlier it was bad, so just try as hard as you possibly can right now, and it'll be better. Yeah, that was really good. Wow, do a few more of those so that they feel really good, okay? I'm going to put my couch back while you do that. Yes, Connor, those look great. Yeah, dude, those look phenomenal. Well done. Okay, what was the other thing you were doing? The Cody, have you tried any more of those recently?
I've just been like doing that motion a lot.
Yeah, that one's a hard one. It's kind of like you just gotta commit and really probably land on your head at least once, which is a real problem. I know I've learned it now like 2 or 3 times, and every time I forget how to do it, and it's really scary every single time. So I don't know how some people get it so easily,
I would rather
but
do
it's
it,
something that I need to work on too.
I'd rather do it when we go back to the gym because we have like mats and stuff.
Yeah, and we could even throw it. We could throw in mats and yeah. Okay, so let's think. Do you want to stick to the trampoline or do you want to move on to other stuff?
Oh, I have this weird setup over here.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it.
So it's like this.
Ooh,
And it's all
a,
covered in green stuff.
it's like a ramp up onto the block and then the mattress on one side.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, how adventurous are you? How brave are you feeling today? Do you feel like you could do? Have you tried doing a side flip off of the ramp and landing on top of the block?
I was thinking about doing that, but I don't know.
It's spooky. It's definitely really scary. What I would recommend, we could do this now if you want. Does that ramp move or does it stay there? Okay, what you should do is since you have the mulch, if you prop the ramp up against something that, like the lower object there, can it be sturdy? So like just laying down towards the lower object. Yeah, like that. Is that really sturdy? Okay, can you show me that? Just so I can see it, so I know what I'm. Okay, so what I want you to start with is, do you have enough room to run inside flip?
Yeah.
So what I want you to start with is try to land on the mulch in between the board and the object there.
Like over it?
Yeah, so go over the small object and land like on the mulch next to it. Cool. All right, so now what I want you to do is I want you to draw lines in the mulch with your foot as if they're the edges of the box. So like think about how wide it is compared to the ramp and just draw like 2 lines going like with the ramp. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Okay. So now you're gonna try to side flip and see if you can just land in those lines. Woo. Okay, that's all right. You got your feet down, right?
Yeah.
Are you in flip flops?
Uh-huh. Well,
Do you always train in flip flops?
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. If it works for you. Try a few more times and see if you can land in the square. Oh man. Connor. You're in flip flops. Nice. Okay, so it looks like you're landing. Are you landing close to the back edge of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So think about that. Think about trying to really aim yourself down the middle. If you want, draw a line straight down the middle and see if you can land right on the line. Or if you want, you can throw that piece of plywood down on the ground the long way. Yeah, and just try to land on that plywood. There you go. There's a really small target. Cool. Nice. All right, so obviously you've got the straightforward motion good, like you're not going to go too far to either side, but now what we need to do is the distance. So would you be comfortable doing a side flip up onto the small platform, or is it too close?
Like, up onto it?
Like landing, going off the ramp and landing right in front of the ramp on that wood. Or is it too close? Too close? Okay, so what I want you to do then is you can do this, we can do it on the ground even. If you put that, how thick is that ramp? It's only like, okay, cool. So if you can put that ramp somewhere on the ground where it's totally flat, right? With nothing near it. So do it. So if you can put it like over on the other side of the box where that piece of plywood is, and put it so that the long way is that way. Yeah, like that. So put it down on the ground, and I want you to do what I want you to do is you're gonna run along the mulch, and then do a side flip and try to land on the ramp. So take off right in front of the ramp and land on the ramp. But I want you to go from the other direction. So not off of the platform there, but go from the mulch. Can you do the side flip from the mulch? You know what I mean? Yeah, probably take that out. It'll make it a little sturdier. So if you're running from either the fence or yeah, like that. Yeah. So try to side flip from the mulch and land on the ramp. Okay. So you were pretty far away from that ramp, huh, when you took off? Yeah. So what I want you to do is try to get closer to the ramp before you take off. So see if you can like take off right in front of it. That looked a little closer. Good. Can you turn your camera just so that it shows a little bit more of your takeoff? Yeah. So draw yourself a line in the mulch, like go like 3 feet away from the ramp and draw a line. No, so closer, like half that distance. Keep going. A little bit closer. Right there. Okay, your goal is to take off of that line or past that line. Things are lagging. How'd it go? I missed that one because it was lagging. Okay. Yeah, okay, good. So, this is where it's gonna get tricky. My camera keeps breaking, so I'm sorry about that. It's only when I record the parkour and free running level 3 class that my camera breaks. It works fine for all the other classes. But anyways, maybe it's getting too hot. Anyways, so Connor, what we want to do is, I'm gonna have to explain this in words. When you take off, you have to block more with your feet. So get your feet a little bit more in front of you, and then push your hips away from where you're side flipping. So let's try this. Get rid of the ramp from the mulch. And if you block really hard on the mulch, is it going to be really slippery or is it going to be okay? Okay, so now draw a line on the mulch. Yep. And now your goal is to try to take off from that line and land back on that line. Okay? So push really hard, block away from the line. So you're going to run towards it and then push back away from it as you take off. Okay? Yeah, okay, that was a really tight side flip. That was awesome. So that's what we're trying to do here is we're trying to push our side flip into a tiny little space. Do you know how to do an inward side flip off of a wall?
I can do it on a trampoline, but on a wall.
Okay, but you can do it on trampoline. So you know that feeling how you push backwards? So you just need to do that a ton, okay? And then doing this on the line, on the ground, is a really good way to learn inward side flip. Because if you can take off, so if you have the line on the ground and you can take off right in front of the line and land back in front of the line, so you've side flipped in one spot exactly, then you can definitely do inward side flip because it's actually harder to do that than it is to do an inward one. But the point is that when you take off that ramp to try to go up onto the bigger box, you have to control the distance of your side flip. And the way that we do that is by pushing backwards a little bit, right? So you're not going to have to push back as hard as possible to land back on the box, but you are going to have to push back a good amount, all right? So practice that a few more times just on that line and think about it being the box that you're landing on instead. Okay, that one was a little bit wider than the other one. Think about pushing your hips back a little bit more. They still feeling good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Please move the mattress onto this. That doesn't hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to do that? Why is my camera not working? Start video. Hey, my camera's back. Okay, so what? Nice. So what's your plan?
Like, drop that.
Okay. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, just set it up so that I can watch. I'm excited. Nice. Very nice. Solid. There we go. So always aim for like the center of it, right? Because that mattress is a little bit wider than the platform underneath it, right? Yeah. Woo. How does it feel? Does it feel like you're in control? The other thing you could try is with your piece of plywood. If you set it up like you did before and just try the standing one off the smaller platform onto the piece of plywood, the thin one. And then you'll get a more realistic sense of how really narrow you can make it. The way that I practice these types of flips, Connor, is to find something that's really, really tiny, but level to the ground and try to land on that. Because if you can land on the tiny, tiny thing, then you can definitely do the other thing. So slide that plywood over to where you had it before. Yeah, and then see if you can do the standing side flip down onto it and stick it on that. Nice, dude. Solid. That was really good. Yes. It looks good, Connor. Do you think we can do the side flip down? Is that wider than the plywood? Just by a little bit? Yeah. So you've got it in a straight line and you've got the distance to go. Like you don't have to worry about side flipping too far out. I would definitely put the mattress on the back side, yeah. I would even not have it up on the angle, but yeah, if that makes you feel better, that's fine. But you got it, dude. Yes, okay. You all right?
Yeah, but okay.
Okay, you got it. Just a little bit further away from the edge there. Woo!
Like right on the edge.
Yeah, it is right on the edge. So you just gotta aim yourself just a tiny bit more away from that edge, towards the other edge. Better, better. Nice, dude. That was awesome. Cool. Super solid. So what I would recommend now, if you feel comfortable, is just put the mattress down flat on the ground. But leave it there. Or yeah, like that. That works. Whatever you're comfortable with, Connor, okay? Don't let me ask you to do something that you're not comfortable with, okay? I'll give you the ideas, but you get to decide. Nicely done. That looks really good, dude. Yes! It was close to the edge, but not too close, right? So now imagine that was like something this big, right? Something you could do in the future with that block is you could paint a stripe down the middle of it. And then that would help you have like a target. And then you could even practice landing just on that paint stripe. Like if you made one that was just wide enough for your feet to like kind of land on, and then you could practice that, then you'd be comfortable doing it on even thinner objects. That was really good. Okay? So it's like just practicing this type of stuff where it's a lot lower risk, right? And then you can bump it up to those higher blocks. So here's my next piece of advice so that you can take it up to that higher block is you got to practice like landing and then falling backwards kind of, but to your feet. You know what I mean?
I did this. I was practicing my biceps office stuff.
Yeah. So what I would do, you lagged out, but can you still see me?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I would do if I were you is do your side flip down like you just did, but when you land, so let me give you this. Right, so imagine I'm side flipping off my couch down onto here. When you land, jump. And jump off of the object, jump and go back onto the object, and then jump forwards and like practice just kind of like bailing out of the landing. You know what I mean? And it'll just make you like 100 times more confident with your ability to land and then jump out of it. So that way, when you go to do your side flip up onto the big table, if you have too much flip or you're like slightly off balance, you'll be comfortable like landing off balance but then jumping and landing on your feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how you're gonna practice like falling. Because if you can control the fall to a jump instead of just like and falling, then you're gonna feel so much better about it when you go to actually try it. Cool. Well,
Is it still live?
that I want to see one more cool thing. You get to choose, and then we're pretty much done for today. Unless you had any questions.
So this is a high ledge.
Huh? Oh, nice.
That was the high ledge.
Nice. Very good. Awesome, Connor. I'm so happy that you're still training and that you have all this equipment. It's so cool. Do you have any questions or anything?
Not really.
Okay. Think about what else you want to work on. I definitely want to keep working on that, or at least you keep working on it, and then you can show me if you're feeling it next time, okay? And if you're not feeling like, so I don't want to put you on the spot and be like, next Tuesday, if you're there in the class, I'm like, Connor, do that flip now. So if you film it, you can show me either that, or you can send it into the Metro South email, or I could send you even my email, and then I'd be able to see it.
Your audio just cut out.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, if you do it, film it and share it with us.
Okay.
Okay, you can send it into Ellie and she'll put it on her news channel. All right? All right, Connor. See you later.
All right.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Great job today.